Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Songs of Six. We are the lovely town of Riverbend, and I should not be allowed to have this game just idling and paused, because when it does, I just fiddle, and I start to add stuff all over the place. Luckily, I've paused and suspended some of these jobs, but yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. The other thing I want to do is I want to acknowledge the fact that when I was setting up to play this game, I was told, hey, there's this great utility to take like interval screenshots, periodic screenshots that you could do. So you could do a time lapse or something later on. That was cool. And I did a Google, and I knew that it was part of the super screenshot function. And I swear to all four of the gods that when I hit this originally, this little timer block wasn't there. I was so confused because I kept researching. They're like, it's part of the super screenshot functionality. It's right there. And I swear this block wasn't there. And I don't know if I did it when the game was like in a weird state or something, or like, I mean, I know, we joke that, I miss things and I'm blind, but how could I possibly miss this? Oh, that's interesting. I'd actually changed this to 400 and it didn't stay. I just wanted to set it to the max. So there is something a little bit weird with that. I just, I've saved, since then I've saved and reloaded the game, but maybe this doesn't stick around. I don't know. I feel crazy because I swear I checked this section 10 times and I didn't see this timer block. I'm like, it's supposed to be here. So we're not, if I do a little time lapse thing at the end of it, it's not literally going to start from the start of the game, but it's still going to be fairly early. And then in terms of the pace, I've got it set to take it one per year. More would be better for a pure time lapse. The problem is it does take like a second to actually do this super screenshot. I don't want it interrupting our videos constantly. So we'll do once a year, and then it'll be maybe less of a time lapse and more we can look back on things as we go. Anyway, priorities for the day over here. I do want to keep growing the city, which is one of the reasons I'm setting up a new housing block. We're going to have to increase some food as well. I do want to, I've just caught up on some other advice that with these pastures, it's apparently like more efficiently, more labor efficient to really give them the maximum size. And it's about time to go and expand these anyway. So I think over here, we're going to start building some of the max size pastures. Our mushroom farming is starting up. Whether or not this was, useful or important, I don't know, but it's going to be there anyway. Probably we'll do a lot more grain farming as we go forward. Actually, we just did a grain harvest and we're going to be a little over full over here, but we'll see how that goes. Are my bakeries fully employed? Both of them? Yes, they are. Okay. So we're going to do that. The other thing is, you can see here, I plopped down a coal mine. There's also a little bit of coal right over here, I think. Can't see it in this mode, which is... Oh, right there. Yeah, really can't see it. Oh, there it is. I guess, oh yeah, if you just hold right click, like I know you get info. I forgot it also turns on the highlighting over there. So we can do a little bit of coal line. There's a huge amount of iron, well, ore over here, which is presumably kind of iron. There's also all the jade or sithilin over here. I think it's been described as like, it's sort of the equivalent of gold or whatever. It's just like the luxury resource. And we did build on some of it. This thing here, if I build this, it's going to employ something like 600 people. But it might still be nice to just like build it once and then, we can just put 10 people in there to start off with or something. All the construction over here is all the auxiliary stuff, which might be crazy, but maybe later on, maybe we'll employ the full 600 people. I mean, I suppose I could have built a smaller mine to start off with, but I think we're going to have to move towards military at some point, if nothing else, for some self-protection. And having metal weapons seems like a good idea. We might just keep going with the leather armor. I mean, right now we're using the leather to make clothing, but we might just do that. Everyone's walking around in cool leather jackets. They're looking, they're looking like the fawns or something like that. So I was thinking I was going to keep making the auric fields for the leather, and maybe work towards that. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause. And yeah, I'm very interested to see the decorations come here. So I've put these benches. I hope they're facing the right way. I think so. I think the arrow is like the access point is over here. So I think people are going to sit facing out. The benches, as far as I can tell, don't have any inherent beauty to them. Like if I go into decorations and beauty, or decorations, let's say I go nature, you can see here the humans get the triple updoots for that. If I look at the bench, there's none of that. It says scattering these around will be appreciated by your subjects. I don't actually know if that's a fulfillment that they have, like access to, I don't know, rest spots. Oh, benches is here actually. There was a bench preference. It's interesting that there's no racial up and down dudes. Maybe everyone is exactly the same. That's possible. Lavatory access could be a little bit better. Is this what? Oh, just permission. Yeah. Food stalls as well isn't as ideal as it could be. Maybe it's just because, well, what's the load? Load 51%, 55%. It's not overloaded at this size. Maybe it's too far away from these guys. We might need another set of food stalls over there. That is entirely possible. Might be a good idea. Or it might just be because of the failure to hit like a favorite food or something like that. Like maybe it's related to that mechanic. I'm not sure. Trading right now, we're still selling the furniture, although I did change the bar to retain 50% now. Because I wanted a little bit more of a buffer for my own construction. And especially since we're not buying anything right now, it seems like a good idea to keep building up a nest egg slowly and surely, but at the same time, because we do lose some of the money to inflation, we may want to be a little bit cautious about that. Okay, I think we'll go up to speed 2 over here, the 5x speed, and watch as some things get constructed. Stone's still coming in. I think we can even increase our stone workers over here, which we probably will, but not right now. We only have, I did accept a few more right away, so we do have a few more odd jobbers. In fact, I'm going to keep accepting for now. 4 months of food. I'm not sure if it counts the food that's in the food stalls, although I suppose it does rip through it pretty fast. And I'm guessing, yeah, there's still a bunch of grain in the fields too. I think what we're going to need is another baker soon. Right now it does outstrip supply. Although I think if I were to, and we are, producing more food than we're consuming, but, it doesn't give you the breakdown of what food is actually being consumed, but I mean, I guess it's fine. But yeah, meat and mushrooms is really not adding up. I'm wondering if the mushrooms might scale up as this continues to develop, or if it's always just really bad. Well, okay, there's a good example of like, clearly the numbers do tweak. I think as the work happens, it'll probably be okay. You're sitting at 100% workload. I'm assuming it's just the start. Yeah, 91 over here with the 10 to 10. So yeah, I'm assuming these guys are going to catch up. The workload will balance out, and then we'll get more efficiency as we go. Okay, so we're going to get this. So I've got flowers. So what's funny with the decorations is, and there's no preview, which is a little unfortunate, but there's trees, and then trees natural, and flowers natural. And I'm assuming it has to do maybe with having... Like, see, they're encased in, like, little bricks and things. They got little bit of edging going on. I'm assuming that's the situation. Oh, lots of people are using the benches. Okay. I like that. Now, I only noticed now that, right, I didn't continue this big boulevard over here. So we only got it for a couple of city blocks. Same thing over here. Maybe that's fine. I had intended to keep this going. I suppose we could always tear these down and rebuild it, but no, I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, I'd sort of screwed up. I should have pre-planned my boulevard all the way. But we still get this nice little central city area for it. So I guess that'll be okay. Maybe we'll put in a few more of these little chunks from time to time along the way. But yeah, that wasn't my plan, and I'm unhappy they didn't follow my plan. But, it goes the way it goes. What I don't understand over here is how do we have 100% workload on these grave diggers? There's only 4 bodies in here. There's not people constantly dying. We do have to do something about our insane folks. But I was just looking. Under civics over here, here's psychology, which is where we get the asylum. And we need to get the posh relief first. So I guess I'll get the posh relief. So this lets me upgrade my lavatories, more comfortable and hygienic variants. So that sounds like it might be good. But what we need to do is unlock psychology. So I need 5 more knowledge. And I think we will get more knowledge. Oh, no. This level doesn't give us knowledge. We have to get all the way to Legati, which is 1,000, which honestly is not that far off. This also will give us our first nobles, and then we'll get some more nobles over there. And what is... We get administration. I think administration maybe lets us set like laws and decrees and things? Could be. Could be. We will see. All right. So we're heading into winter. And yeah, our food stores, I think, are actually good. We can always eat the vegetables out of here if need be. I'm still thinking about, like, selling them. I'm wondering if I should just turn off the foraging on some of these things. I think I will. Presumably it's cancel job over here. There you go. Don't forage the fruit anymore. I don't think it's an important use of our time. We'll keep foraging the wild grain. I think we're foraging the cotton. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, we've got some. I don't know how much we care about that necessarily, but we do have some. Oh! I effed up. I didn't realize I was on the wrong mode. Those are supposed to be Yeah, more trees. That's supposed to be flowers, but that is supposed to be more tree. Gotta get that symmetry in here. Guy just died. No. Out of breath, though. Actually, just been running around like crazy, I guess. Out of breath. It seems to always be kids. I wonder if they just run around until they run out of breath, and then they run around some more and do that. They're on playing mode, maybe. All right, well, that's kind of fairly legit. More people coming in. Although, yeah, our loyalty is not maxed out. So, actually, I should really go and take another tick here. Let's give them more wooden stuff. And I'm wondering about the furniture. 0 of 1,712. I'm assuming if I were to put this on all four, it'd be 107 or 1,700. I do kind of want to do a slow trickle with the furniture. We might need to increase our furniture stockpile size. Maybe even free the export for a little bit. Let me do that. Can I just... There we go. I'm going to turn off this export depot for a little bit. We're not going to export furniture, because I would like to add this in. That might be a good way to do it. What else could we look at? Right. Having more food days stored. Sure. We could give them extra stacks of equipment. Okay, what about services? What, we could, I was gonna say we could unlock the stage, because I don't know if there's a quick way to know which one of these we have. Presumably have built all these. We could really use more benches. A market. Actually, that is a really good idea. So, the market. So right now, when people get furniture and stuff for their houses, I think they go to the stockpile. We could have a market set up. Keeps equipment and furnishings available for your subjects. Does the market actually deliver them? It says it saves them the effort of fetching it themselves. So maybe the market worker brings it to their house. Or maybe it's just like the food stalls where, no, they still go and get it. But it gives them a happiness boost from doing it. So that's what we're going to do with the market here. Yes, this one has a double dip. So we'll do that. Yeah, the double on the inside. Gap. And another gap over there. Okay, that seems fine to me. Construct that. And at least should give them an extra level of satisfaction for something. And then I guess if we came over here and we took a look at the workload, and I don't remember. Yeah, so I think we might need more food stalls as well. These wells are being completely overworked. This one's not. Why so many people are using these? I mean, they're... Because these two city blocks are the same. And there's extra houses over there. Maybe this is just more convenient over here. Oh, wait, sorry. It's not wells. It's the speakers. The speakers are being overwhelmed. I had originally planned, and maybe I should have done it, to put a speaker on both of these guys. And just put trees behind them. Because we also want the nature stuff, but actually, I kind of like that. I think I might do that. Remove these trees. Nice, that happens instantly. And then we'll put in a speaker here and here. And then, yeah, I will go and echo this first block the same way. We'll do this. We'll copy the benches. Oh, although in the copy mode, I'm not getting the rotation listed. So we will have to go through and do it this way. And then I think I'd figured out that, like, they enter from the arrow side. It's not entirely clear. It's like, oh, they could be facing there. But I think they enter from the arrow side. And then we're going to go tree, the unnatural tree. Like this. And I think I've got, yeah, another one. Like that. And then I just filled everything else with flowers. We can put down some of these triples, but otherwise we've got to draw in this single mode. Gotta be careful not to overshoot because it will replace some of my dirt road. I don't know if later when I get fancier roads, if it doesn't like auto replace them, but probably you actually do want the roads to mostly auto replace all the time. All right. So we'll get that. It'll also set a little bit of the workload on the speakers by spreading out those tasks, and that should be helpful. More people are wanting to come in, but I don't think I'm going to say yes quite yet. Oh, we're capped on mushrooms. Do we have more storage available over here? We do. Not much, but let me do this. Nice to see the mushrooms are kicking in. We're not storing fish. Anything else? You know what? Let's take this down. We might need... I'll leave a little bit of metal storage here and the pot storage here because I think these are things that the houses will need. I don't know if the machinery, but maybe. And the refined and this. Tools, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, let me go and bring up the mushrooms. There you go. 7 crates worth of that. We don't want them sitting over here, although it might already be fine. Heck, maybe I should be storing more grain. Actually, right now it's mostly about getting the workers to scoop it up fast enough. There's our grain stockpile over here. Only 50% workload is actually quite surprising, considering it's not full. But we probably will end up having another grain warehouse over here. Maybe we can do a split grain and mushroom warehouse. Or literally just have 2. Well, no, there's no reason to have 2. Comes out to exactly the same, and with 1 I can keep adjusting the ratio, and that'll feel better. What's this stuff? Oh, I think it's leftover snow. From zoomed out, I thought that might have been more dead bodies. But no, we're good. We're groovy. 32 odd jobbers, and I'm going to go ahead and assign the full load of workers at the stone mine. Yeah. Because I would like that to fill up a little bit more aggressively, because especially since some of the mines do definitely need some stone. And the house is there. Okay, we have 1 free house right now. So we're going to have more houses than we have people for a little bit, and I'm still not entirely sure about accepting more people instantly. I just made my money go down a bunch. Oh, we're still buying eggs. Yeah, I didn't realize we're still buying eggs, so we may want this to keep running, but I really am thinking about giving people some furniture for their houses. I don't know if we'll have to wildly expand this carpenter to be able to swing that. It might be too much. Okay, keep working on the services for now anyway. That seems like a good idea. It will look really nice once the houses get furniture. Like, it just upgrades the way they look a lot. The other thing I could do is I could start pottery. We've got some clay right up here. I mean, there's clay all over the map, but that's pretty close. We can start a little pottery industry. Yeah, the humans don't particularly care for it, but at some point they're going to have to suck it up. Although, yeah, see, the mines will give them such negative fulfillment. We're really going to have to compensate with other things. I want to store more bread, because actually that is filling up. Tell you what, I'm going to leave this as just 1 stone crate for some maintenance. Go to 10 bread crates. Leaves me with 1 crate more. Might throw in 1 more for mushrooms, even though we don't really have it right now. But it was an odd number, and I don't like that. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, a little bit more buffer through bread, which will lead to more food security. We could do a little bread stockpile over here. That's not a priority. Like, we still want to yoink into the town, but it still might be nice. Or what we do, because I was talking about maybe we need another food market. What if we do another one of these general purpose warehouses kind of over here and build some more markets in this area? That might be nice. Or not markets, I meant like the food stalls. What is it called? It's not called food stalls though, is it? Distribution? Oh, it is called food stalls. Because the market also has stalls in it, so I was a little confused. Okay. And we're going to go and finish up. Okay, ooh, only 9 workforce. All right, let's accept some more. Okay, we're at Apprentice Ray. We get our nobility and the chamber, which I'm assuming we need to keep that happy. And noble promotion. Okay, plus, no. We have to wait. To assign another noble, you must click a subject and elevate them from there. Oh, so I actually have to pick one. I mean, I think everyone's basically the same. Like Plaza, you want to decorate your house with some wood. In theory, I mean, there's that, just not enough. Crave things, Glory on the field of battle. Huh. Considers physical conflict to be unhuman, except you also want to conquer things. Leisure time, okay. Is this how I make you a noble? All right. Sure. Okay, so now I have a noble, and I know you can assign them to an industry to give that industry a bonus. So maybe carpentry or one of our food ones. It feels like food is pretty important. Should I just get more raw grain? Yeah, you know what? We will actually. So you are going to be the noble. You're the master of grain fields. Boost 50 workers in your grain farms with plus 2.5. Each additional rank boosts 100 more workers. So you're only going to improve 50 of our grain workers? How many people... Current rank of the noble. More ranks allow noble to contribute a lot more towards their current assignment. Ranks can be gained by leveling up your city. Noble cannot be stripped of their ranks, but the ranks will become available after their death. Okay. So each one of these grain fields works... Oh, okay. It's actually not very many workers per grain field. So this should actually be a fairly substantial boost here. Oh my god, yeah. That nobility boost is massive. So, assuming once this like sort of clicks in and gets processed, we should be producing a lot more grain. Do I want to keep my granaries over here, or my bakeries over here? Because I'll have to transport further and further, but... I don't know. You know what? Maybe I do just... Yeah. Okay, I can do another granary and bakery combo over here. That, I think, actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's connect up this road. I mean, I still have a few things under construction. So, classic Quill. Over-queuing them things. But again, my 2 mines here are still paused. Houses, and we do have some homeless people, so developing those houses does seem like a good idea. At least, I mean, these little roads build very quickly. I'm surprised this isn't done yet. I don't know what my odd jobbers are doing. I've got nothing over here being built, right? No. So I'd expect they finish planting the flowers, they finish building the houses, they finish this. I mean, basically everything they should be constructing should be on the screen right now. I think? Probably. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, build this. All right, let's go up to speed 3. There you go. That just finished, and you're on auto mode. I guess I could be like, don't bother grabbing the fish, because our people don't care about that. In theory, everything else might come up. Actually, I don't know about the livestock. I don't know why they would grab that. Like, the others we don't currently need for the house maintenance, but I'll leave it on to make sure. Oh, we can upgrade our lavatories as well. So that's a janitor. Lavatory over here. So if I do this, because I've unlocked Posh Relief. Oh, this will need pottery to build that, and it'll also need it for maintenance. So we'll need pottery at some point. I mean, I could start importing it because I can't really afford maybe the workforce to work those other things. We got to focus on food. So you know what? I will go and say I would like to import. Oh, that's opiate. Oh, how interesting. Okay, I would like to import pottery. Let's try to maintain a 50% stockpile level. And I wonder if I should set a price of 200. Maybe I'll set a price cap of like 210. Just buy it at a trickle and we'll start to save up a little bit. Apparently I got 2 units of opiate somewhere along the way. I don't know how that happened, but okay. All right, so yes, that's up. Workload's at 100%. Services, load. We'll keep an eye on that and see if the load goes down after people satisfy their first initial push here. Okay, the housing is done. That little road is done, which is good. Keep working on the housing and these services. The wells are fine. These speakers, wow, yeah, the workload on these speakers is crazy. But we do have some extras here. They're sitting at 100% here, but maybe, like, I'm hoping that people will get satisfied from it. I'm still wondering about maybe 2 speakers per housing block, as it turns out. Huh. What do I need for the next title again? Was it 800? Oh, it's 1,000. Okay. Yeah, which, I mean, it's like double our population, but it does feel like we know we've got the scaling pattern pretty good here. What I'm wondering about is if I just make this block, whatever size this works out to be, which isn't 31 by 31 internal, but that's fine. And let's say I put a stockpile, a warehouse over here, a granary over here, and then just built sort of an L-shape extra grain farm. That'd be all right. Again, we won't have the full I guess I might still want to leave the little path for the canal. If I did this with the canal over here, because I think you can fill a pool. Now, I don't think we have access to that yet. No, we're going to need some tech for this. Swimming pools. But humans really do love that. Money's going down as we're buying things. Where's the pottery? We're full on cotton. This fiber, because we're not using it. I guess I could temporarily change over. I could temporarily change you over to... Oh, no, we need the fabric. That's right. Yeah, this is just the wild cotton that we're getting. But yeah, anyway, the canal running around that, I think that might be the sort of setup I use. I'm going to leave a little gap to explicitly be like, no, don't bother. Don't bother pumping the water into this. And I'll have that ready to go. Or later. Hustler's still good. A little bit of homelessness, but that's fine. Loyalty is over 100%. Not by much, but it is. Services are getting slightly more satisfied. Yeah, the well satisfaction could still use some work too. What I'm wondering about is what if I put a big well here instead of in here? I mean, actually, the well load... I'm confused about the wells. Because I didn't think the well load was being overworked. Oh, right. I can't use... There's no just load filter, right? No. So this is workload, which is still helpful. But that's not the same as load. Actually, that's interesting. With the speakers, they literally don't have a load. 87%. 37%. 87%. I mean, maybe a little on the higher side. It feels like people shouldn't have any problems accessing the wells. I mean, I could make a bigger one in this area. Oh, that's as big as it gets. Could tuck it in this corner and then just replace the old one. Maybe that'll be the plan. Because maybe, even though it's not setting at 100%, maybe there's periods of the day where all the well access, like if everyone's trying to go in the leisure time, maybe, even though a lot of the time there's a little bit of space, some of the time it doesn't. I guess that might be the case. Okay, oh, and we're down to 12 odd jobbers. Flowers over here. I like how even these flowers are seasonal. Breath. I thought they might have been swearing loyalty or fealty. We got stone, we got wood. Red situation is actually ridiculous. That now we're not getting anywhere close, but maybe it's because we supplemented with so much other food. Well, we can clearly afford to go more here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, do I copy this as is? Sure. I like it. Copy that. I wonder if it copies all the filtering rules. And then I've got, yeah, another janitor over here, so they'll need to grab some of these. Our city is now impressive enough to attract our first tourist, a Garthimian pilgrim by the name of Hanji. Is it Lloyd for this? Might be. Has arrived. This particular tourist is looking for an inn to stay, and wants to visit Stone Mine and Stock. Well, we don't have an inn. We're gonna get a bad rating on TripAdvisor for this one. But I do know that tourism is apparently a great way to make money. Plop down some inns. Hopefully people can visit good locations. But yeah. So I'm going to ruin this diagonal road just because people can come in this way and walk through there. I like that I left this road here, though, through this mine. I thought that was nice. All right, let's go. I'm going to accept a bunch more humans here. That is a... Oh my god, that is so much more than I thought. Really got to check the number before I do this in bulk. But it goes to show you how happy everyone is. Get the odd jobbers, and yes, some homeless people, but you're guys going to get homes real soon. And then we've got the bread, so go ahead and eat it. We're full on vegetables. We do get some other species in here. We could go and, you know, start to provide them with the other foodstuffs. But actually, one thing I don't know. I think there's something weird about the food stalls. Like, the food in here doesn't decay. I don't know how the stacks work. Like, I don't know if it's like some freebie storage. Like, maybe I do want it all on, because I don't know if it competes. Stored 436 of 448. Yeah, I think you can fit 440 of everything. So actually, I think with the food stalls, you do actually want them all on, because I think it's free non-rotting storage. Are we hearing, like, slurping, disgusting food noises? Or is it sleeping? I think it's slurping. Ugh. So I think the food stalls is actually fine to leave it on maxed. Actually, I guess we'll be doing the same setup over here. I'm going to make a duplicate of the food stall area. And the market? Yeah, probably. Maybe I'll make a same size market. Sure, let's do that. Distribution, market. How wide is that? Does that look like 8 tiles? Looks like 8 tiles to me. No. I think it's 10. Ironically, the first thing I sort of started dragging. Oops. There. Going on top of our jade. But there's so much of it. Again, it's not jade. It looks like jade to me. It's not jade. It's Scythian. Sure. And oh, they do get the bins assigned. Okay. And then I'm just going to call this central too. This is the same sort of vibe. You're on auto, good. Hiring 17 people. That should be fine. But there we go. It'll also take a bunch of bread out of our stockpiles, which lowers this. I don't know if this lowers that. Like, I don't know if the food in the food stall counts towards my day's worth of food. But I'm happy that it's just some extra storage available to us. That sounds pretty handy. And I suppose if the market doesn't decay, maybe I do want to turn everything on for the market just cause. Does it work the same way? 84, 84. Yeah. So it is just some extra storage. I don't know if people pull things out. Like, if there's livestock in here, can I still access it for the farms? Or the... Oh. Livestock just disappeared. Huh. I guess we could test preferred. So the tilapia actually... Wait, do they eat livestock as is? Huh. Do they keep livestock inside their houses normally? Is that what this is for? If I went here and checked access... Oh my god, they do want to keep livestock in their house. Okay, so that's what's going on there. It feels like I should probably leave this off. So I guess with this, if it's not... Is this only used for preference and not other maintenance? In which case, if it doesn't have a human, I'm going to leave it off. That's got humans. That's going to have humans, yeah. The fish won't. Oh, okay. See, clothing is not preferred. So they will grab it if they need it for other things. I don't know if it applies to maintenance. But I'm going to do this. I think there's a way to copy... I thought there was a way to copy a filter, but maybe it's only for other things. No, wait, there is... I don't think it's here. I think it might be a tool. Copy area, planning, activate job, magnets, make diagonal. Ooh. Verify. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Room copy repair. Room blueprints? Oh, that's saving blueprints. Room copier, but I don't think that's it. Yeah, if there's a way to copy this, I don't know what it is. What is... Huh? What is that? What is this? What? Is that service access? And here that's bad service access? But maybe it'll get better? But what... Why is it red over here? What does this represent? I don't know. I mean, it's all on by default. Should I just lean in? All right, I'm not going to mess around with it. I'll have to do a search to see what people do with their markets and whether they turn things on or off or not. Okay, we have over 1,000 units of bread. No homelessness. We got 8 extra houses. Oh, there's no one in here at all. That's interesting. Shouldn't that be 10 empty houses? Also, do we need to build those chambers? Where the finest subjects sleep requires a lot of work to maintain. Costs, oh my god, it costs cut stone, fabric, and gem type stuff. Oh shoot, okay, well, I don't know if our noble is sitting around homeless right now. They are. You know what? Nobles have caused me so many problems in Dwarf Fortress. Maybe you deserve to be homeless for a little while. Deal with it. Okay. We're still overproducing grain. Okay, so I don't need to stress maybe about building the next grain farm as is now. But I will get an extra warehouse for it. Which will need some supports. I wonder how few supports can I get away with? I can do that. Ooh. Interestingly enough, that's enough. Which I might leave as a little bit of walking space, we'll see. And then let's just go and make these big, huge blocks. That's fine, but you won't really be able to walk around in a convenient way. You know what? It'll be better to just work with this, I think. Yeah, there we go. 'Cause then you can walk through there and access that bit. And this is fine, but that'll be too long. So then we have to do that, and then this. And let me go and stick a little bit more in there. I like that. Just kind of big rows. And I can do like a 3-door access, 3-door access. The insulation is still fine. Although, peered me into the canal. I don't even know if you can walk through there. So tell you what, I'll delete those doors. And just leave the doors on the bottom. You know what? These doors, they might not work, but they're not harming us. So let's go and do that. All right, so that's going to be more grain storage. But yeah, we can absolutely support more people. Actually, I am wondering. Oh, and I guess originally I was talking about over here and maybe doing the mushroom thing. But this works out so nicely. So I'm going to do that. And yes, that gap is intentional. Because we don't need the water here yet. I don't need to increase the grain farms. I don't actually know if we're... No, we are getting the grain bonus, even though you are unhappy. Well, you might be unhappy because you're not living in an actual house. Our people are freaking thrilled. Yeah, baby. Looks like we could probably add some more temples, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, well, actually, we don't even have temples, but the shrine even needs to go up. Because we did add a whole bunch of people over here. I wonder, can I do a block of shrines right in this spot? I don't know exactly how well that'll fit. Or maybe here, although I was going to do swimming pools. Maybe I should just do a block of shrines right here. Yeah. The other thing I can do is build huge shrines or temples inside of that. I mean, I'm assuming I can't build temples yet. Yeah, we need a tech for that. Okay, finish this, because I need to make sure I assign grain. Again, I kind of wish I could pre-assign the crates before they get built, so that I don't forget to do it. Oh, what are you complaining about? Low on... Huh, you're out of wood. Okay. Well, we can do some one-shot chopping. Drop all that. Because I think we still run a wood deficit, yeah. So we do actually have to do this from time to time. We could go and set up another one of these to lower the babysitting again. Do I keep wanting to go in the line? Or, you know what? I think I want to go this way, because then it'll still be centered on this wood stockpile. Which I wonder if I should do a bigger one. Just to help the flow go a little bit better. I don't know. Like a bigger storage. I guess I still can. You can do a bigger woodcutter too, but I think I'm just going to go and paste you there. Room copy mode. Get a little path over this way. A little 1 tile wide path that way. Do I want to do a triple road over here? Actually, yeah, that lines up beautifully. I hadn't quite realized that these things were on that right size. Yeah, this could become a giant wood stockpile. Tip. I wonder if I should be turning the fiber, or I could just sell it. What if I do? Oh, see, we're even out of money. What if I go to one of my neighbors and just be like, or even gift? So I wonder. Okay, at some point we might decide to do conquest. In which case, do we just start with these guys because they're smaller? So maybe I should make more friends with the teal people. If I go into here and I offer you, hey, I don't have anything to do with this fiber. Would you like that? Oh, opinion +0. I was really hoping for a little bit more, but I guess it's so cheap. It's only 7K worth of stuff. Then maybe I'll be like, fine, I'll ask something in return. I'll trade you for some more eggs. You're overcharging me for it. But let's do it. Get rid of this cotton that I don't need. Might do it from time to time after we harvest the on-map cotton. In fact, there might be more just still sitting on the map. That's just what's in our stockpile, right? The gods have forsaken Riverbend. The rains have stopped. If this keeps up, it will devastate our crops. Everyone must now pray. Okay, well, all the more reason to get our religion set up. I don't know if that's a random event or, you know, just flavor text. Okay, so we've got a few different sizes. 6x6. So if we have 4 of them, that'd be 24. 4 of these, that'd be 28. 4 times 8 is 1632, so that would be too big. So 7 wide, we can fit all of those in there. And then with a gap in between. Yes, okay. Which building was that one? I gotta just make sure. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the top. That's a minion. 7x6. And then 3. 7x6. Praetor. 6. And Schmalor. There we go. Perfect. Get that. Keep people happy. Hopefully keep the gods happy too. Yeah, bad harvest could be pretty bad. There we go. Our cotton's finally going away. I mean, it wasn't really hurting us, but it felt silly. We're capped on bread. We might get a little bit of backlog inside of our bakeries here. And they have a little bit of internal storage as well. That does mean that our food stalls are full of bread as well, more or less. Load 58%. Okay, that's better. Workload's 100%, but load 51%. And over here, load 24%. Okay, that's all good and groovy. Oh, super screenshot. There we go. So yeah, I didn't want that. I think if I was playing on my own, I might do it like every month, like every 4 days. But I think for video purposes, it would prove to be a little too annoying. Keep the stone coming in. Actually, stone's growing pretty high, but sometimes the stone production needs a lot. Like if I were to go unpause this, we need 888 stone to build that one. And we wouldn't be fully employing it, so again, maybe it's a little silly. How much? So right now, we're losing nearly 50 bread a day to decay. It feels like storing more bread would be bad. That's nuts. Yeah, so we're actually running a deficit right now, but only because of the decay. So I don't know if we'd store more. I mean, we did increase our bread storing because of this. I don't know if we would store more. And just, we mostly have to look at the rate at which things are doing. So, all right, we got the extra shrines now. So that's going to boost the services, because... Oh, no, actually. Is that under... Oh, religion over here. So the shrines should be going up. Stalls, restaurants. They really would like a stage. Also, more hearths? I don't understand. Every housing block has a hearth. Sitting at 50% load. 17%. How... What do we have to do to get that maxed? Access and quality this subject group has can be improved by building more facilities, keeping them maintained, and also in some cases building them well. Access 100%. Oh. Proximity 96%. Quality. Oh, upgrade. Oh, it's just limited from the fact that it's not upgraded more. So everyone is successfully visiting a hearth constantly. This is just as good of a service as they can get until we unlock the tech to boost it. Okay. Okay. That is important to note because I might have been overbuilding some things, not realizing. And I'm betting the well is the same thing. Yes. Okay. And the market, access, proximity, that might get better as they chooch through. Now, the laboratory, that's another case here. And I do have the laboratory upgrade. We do need to get some pottery going on. So before I do the mining, I'm worried about my self-defense, but I guess we can just keep paying off invaders. Oh, we have a corpse. New rooms. We're up to 4 deranged people. Okay, we need to push ourselves up to the next city size, which I think is 800, right? So let me go and say I want to auto accept to 800. Although I don't know why, but it doesn't seem to work that way. Maybe I should slightly add more. I don't know why is it still stuck on the incoming? Inbound minus 55. I don't know what it's basing that on. But if I accept 53 immigrants right now, I'll get to size 800. Clearly got the food for it. There's more cotton sitting around too that I could sell off. Maybe I should just set up another little export here for the cotton, just get rid of it that way. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go and copy this. Actually, I won't copy because it'll copy the job. I want control click to build another. We'll do that. We could build them bigger and they could hold more crates and then export in larger numbers. And I'll just say, hey, I want to get rid of all my fiber. Where do I bank it for now? No, we don't have the industry set up for it. I may as well just get rid of it because a bunch of it's probably rotting in the field and decaying. We can sort of get a little bit of bonus cash by just getting rid of this. Okay, now we do have a lot of homelessness, but we'll fix that. So cotton, and it's set to 0. It's got the priority. Maybe it spawns with priority by default. But yeah, it should basically yoink everything. In fact, I could set a bigger radius, but at this point it'll only grab what's in there. You know what? No, it's like, if there's any cotton lying around anywhere on the map, just get rid of it right now. I'm sure that won't bite us in the behind later on, because I would never forget to turn that off in the future. More housing would be good, but I don't want to put it on the rest of this. Again, we've got a little bit of this material covered, but I don't want to do it too much. I guess I should probably put a cut in here is what we're going to do. Okay. So upgrading the services is going to be good. I still, well, actually, oh, did something happen? I didn't hit 800. I thought I was expecting 53, but maybe, oh, someone died. And now they're not happy enough to get another immigrant. Darn it. Yeah, the native here is because most of our people aren't being born here, right? They're being, they're immigrating. They would like that better. I think the next way to boost the religion thing, which I'm now realizing, if we mouse over, where can we see for this the stat of like access versus quality? Because I'm wondering if this issue here, it's we don't have the temple or the shrine quality. Oh, right there. Yeah, it's quality. The access wasn't there, although it might go up. It is currently trending upwards because I did build the new ones. So there's definitely, I think, a limit to access. But then it's going to be mostly the quality that's limited. And then unlocking the temples is going to be a thing. They'll want crypts later. Occupation. Oh, this is people working in jobs that they love, which is kind of an issue for us. Oh, that's the work priorities. So there we go. If we had multiple species, I think, this is where it would come in really useful. Because we could go and make sure that our humans are really prioritizing the work they like the best. That's highest priority. The grain farms and this, which might already be how it's set, or it might be based on food. Like it could be all the food producing places and the warehouses make sense. The logistics is capped out. And then of that, I mean, this only matters if maybe I don't have enough workers. Oh, we do have the little pluses. So yeah, they're quite good at being hunters. Okay, let me double check these buttons. Assign work groups, species plus class to individual rooms. Filter work groups, filter work places. And yeah, set all priorities based on work skill, set all priorities based on fulfillment, which isn't necessarily the same. I think in theory, if I hit this right now, it really wouldn't do anything right now because we only have humans. I would like a reset everything to default button so I can mess with this. I guess I could save first and then check, but I don't think there's any reason to do that right now. But, and what kind of jobs would humans prefer? Like, what makes them the happiest? Oh, yeah, they would love research and stuff. Well, they're happy to work in the temples as well. And yeah, I mean, it's not even still only 75% fulfillment to work in schools, but they have a lot of skill. Their favorite thing to do is to work in embassies. We're not going to employ a lot of people there. We can employ more hunters. We're already at the cap on that. Yeah, humans are actually slightly annoying. They like working as physicians. They like to be retired in rest homes. Okay. Lawyers, they like working in a carpenter's workshop. But yeah, they're going to get pulled down, especially once we unlock the mines. Then I don't even know. I don't know if it's going to lead negative or just going to stop it from getting anything positive. Looks like services is probably the best thing to crack. If we were to unlock stages, okay. I'm still annoyed we can't get to the next level because stages only costs us 5. And I think the next level gives us a bunch, right? It gives us 60. Okay. Okay. And it is knowledge. So actually, I can unlock the stages now, and the next level is still going to give me enough for the asylum. So let's do that. We can get the higher level version of it as well, too. And then the fancy markets, and then a drinks place, which actually would fulfill people if we did get an alcohol industry going on. But now if we went industry or entertainment, we've got stages. Interesting. They don't really get bigger. They just mostly get... Actually, the workers is exactly the same. They just get a different size, which this is fairly convenient. All right, we're going to plop down our first stage right over here on the other side of the mine. So we've got a tailor, a mine, but we'll have a stage over there next to this housing block, and we'll see how that goes. All right, I really have to stop this video. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.